Welcome to the show. Madison, I keep picturing a marketing team with 14 tabs open, 3 Slack channels melting down, a paid social campaign launching at 9, a webinar at 11, and a dashboard updating every 15 minutes. And somehow, they're still less strategic than the quiet team that ships one clear message a month.
Yeah, because motion is not alignment. If you can't answer 3 things, what market are we actually in? What outcome are we trying to create? And why should we win versus alternatives? Then all that activity is just expensive cardio.
Expensive cardio is such a brutal phrase. But that's the problem, right? Teams confuse speed with progress. They see campaigns going live, emails getting sent, content getting published, and think, we're moving. But if sales wants bigger accounts, marketing is optimizing for cheap leads, and product is building for retention, that's not momentum. That's drift with a budget.
Exactly. And that drift shows up in the metrics. You'll see high click-through rates, maybe decent traffic, maybe even lead volume, but pipeline quality is off or retention is flat. The signal is saying one thing: your system is producing output without producing the intended business result.
Wait, system is the key word there. Because a lot of people hear planning and think giant annual offsite, stale deck, somebody says North Star 12 times, and then nobody opens the file again.
Yes, the ceremonial strategy PDF. My favorite useless artifact. A real plan is not a document you admire. It's a living system that forces trade-offs. It tells the team what to prioritize, what to measure, and just as important, what not to do. If your plan can't help a manager say no on a Tuesday afternoon, it's not a plan.
That Tuesday test is good. So let me try to play this back. You're saying strategy isn't we're going to grow awareness and drive revenue, because that's basically corporate wallpaper. Strategy is more like, in this market, for this customer, we're going to win this way, and therefore these channels, messages, and offers matter more than the other stuff.
Almost. I'd sharpen one word. Not just this customer in the abstract, but this buying situation. Because different situations change what customers value. And if you miss that, you create generic plans that feel busy, but don't cohere.
So speed without direction isn't neutral, it's costly. You're paying people, platforms, agencies, software, media spend, all to accelerate confusion.
Right. Misalignment compounds. 1 quarter of fuzzy planning becomes 6 months of bad creative briefs, wrong channel bets, and KPIs that flatter activity instead of performance. That's why planning has to be ongoing. Diagnose what's happening, adjust assumptions, tighten focus, repeat. A plan is a system for learning under pressure, not a once-a-year ceremony.
Which is honestly kind of freeing, because it means strategy isn't the opposite of action. It's the thing that makes action cheaper, faster, and less dumb.
Here's where a lot of teams go wrong. They define their market way too broadly. They'll say, our audience is women 25 to 44, or small business owners, as if demographics by themselves explain choice. They don't. Motive explains choice.
So women 25 to 44 tells me who might buy. Motive tells me why they're shopping in the first place.
Exactly. And the why changes the competitive set. Someone buying software to save time is in a different market, functionally, than someone buying software to reduce risk, even if they have the same title and company size. Same person on paper, different decision logic in reality.
That different decision logic line matters, because once you define the market by motive, your competitors get weird fast. Not weird, clarifying. You stop assuming your only rival is the company with the same product category.
Right, and the NFL stadium example makes this vivid. An NFL team is not just competing against other sports teams. They're competing for the same wallet share that could go to a concert, a nice dinner, a weekend trip, streaming subscriptions, maybe just staying home because the couch is easier. The real question is not, are we the best football option? It's, why would someone spend this money and time on US instead of all the other ways to satisfy that motive?
Wait, the token there is wallet share. That's bigger than category share. You're fighting for the entertainment budget, not just the sports budget.
Yes, And once you see that, strategy gets more grounded. You ask, what motive is active here? Family bonding, status, excitement, convenience, escape? What alternatives already serve that motive? And where is our value advantage? Better experience, lower friction, stronger identity signal, whatever it is.
I love this because it fixes a super common digital marketing mistake. Teams optimize ads against a category label and then wonder why conversion is soft. But the customer wasn't shopping for a SaaS platform. They were trying to stop losing hours every week or avoid getting yelled at in the Monday pipeline meeting. Very different emotional fuel.
Fear of the Monday pipeline meeting is, frankly, a powerful market force. But yes, motive shapes message. If the motive is urgency, your value proposition has to reduce time to value. If the motive is confidence, proof and credibility matter more. If the motive is cost control, then ease and delight alone probably won't close the gap.
So when someone says, "Who are our competitors?" the lazy answer is a list of logos. The strategic answer is a map. What job is the customer trying to get done? What else could satisfy it? And why are we the better bet in that moment?
Exactly. Market definition creates direction because it forces relevance. Without it, your targeting, positioning, and budget allocation get generic. With it, you stop marketing into a category and start winning a decision.
Okay, so once you've got the market defined by motive, how do you keep the next planning meeting from turning into a soup of goals, strategy, and KPIs, all pretending to be the same thing?
By giving each layer a job. Business goals define the result the company needs. Revenue growth, retention improvement, margin protection, market entry, whatever. Marketing strategy defines how marketing will contribute. Which market, which audience and situation, what value advantage, what competitive logic. Then KPIs and tactical objectives translate that into observable performance.
So business goal is the destination, strategy is the route, and KPIs are the dashboard lights telling you if the car is overheating.
That's a better metaphor than most quarterly planning docs, yes. The problem is teams jump straight from big company goal to channel metrics. They'll say, "We need growth, therefore let's increase impressions by 30%. No, you skip the hard part. Growth for whom? In what market? Against which alternatives? Based on what advantage?
That skipped step is where bad spend happens. Because if the diagnosis is wrong, every optimization after that is just polishing the wrong machine.
Exactly. Better decisions start with diagnosis. What's actually constraining growth? Awareness? Conversion? Retention? Category confusion? Weak offer market fit? Then opportunity validation. Is this segment worth pursuing? And do we have evidence the demand is real? Then competitive discipline. Where can we credibly win instead of just showing up? Then growth sequencing. What has to happen first so the next move works?
That what has to happen first piece is huge, because teams love simultaneous ambition. Let's launch a new audience, new channel, new offer, new pricing, new brand message, all in one quarter. It's like trying to redesign the plane during takeoff.
And then blaming attribution when it goes badly. Sequence matters. If the diagnosis says the issue is low conversion from qualified traffic, then stuffing top-of-funnel volume into the system may only create prettier vanity charts. You may need landing page clarity, offer refinement, or sales enablement first.
Okay, give me the clean handoff into SMART objectives, because that's where people either get disciplined or start writing motivational posters.
SMART objectives make strategy operational. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Not improve brand awareness. More like increase qualified demo requests from the time-saving segment by 20% in Q3 through search and comparison page optimization. That's accountable. It ties to a motive-defined market, a strategic choice, and a measurable outcome.
And in a digital environment, that matters, because everything is tempting you to chase what's easy to count instead of what's useful to decide.
Right. The point of KPIs is not surveillance theater. It's decision quality. If the metric doesn't help you adjust spend, message, audience, or sequencing, it's probably decorative.
Which leaves you with a pretty uncomfortable question, honestly. If your team got 20% busier tomorrow, would that improve strategy? Or just increase the cost of being wrong?
That's the one. Thanks for hanging with us.